not everywhere that you used to live is still home, okay? Literally and figuratively, people, places, and things. What's familiar isn't always the things that feel the best to us. I just conducted a workshop today and I was discussing, holiday traditions, the grief that comes around this time, the dysregulated nervous systems. Sometimes people just feeling disoriented completely because they're stepping into familiar spaces with people who may not have felt the safest for them. Okay, and outside of the label, outside of the DNA connection, whether it's parents, siblings, cousins, other relatives, outside of this connection, what kind of relationship do we actually have? So that's important to ask yourself is if we weren't related, or if I wasn't friends with this person for this long, would I choose them as a friend now? Okay. A lot of times traditions are based on obligation and a requirement of participation, not giving the person the option to actually think about, well, how do I actually feel in this space? How am I treated in this space? And who am I saving face for? Okay. When I work with clients one-on-one, one of the things I tell them when we first start out, I always say, look, we will revisit a lot of things, but I want you to remember that you no longer live there, physically, mentally, emotionally. And just because it's familiar to you doesn't mean that it has to be home still. Society has made healing in general kind of a very self-centered thing where certain people weaponize it, right? I'm healing, so I'm allowed to treat other people poorly. Or sometimes we have this idea of frustration, or we get discouraged because it's like, well, I'm doing all this healing work, but I still feel bad, or I'm still having these interactions with people. See, the thing as you grow, right, your awareness grows, your sensitivity grows, your accountability grows, but we need to understand that everybody is on their own journey, which means that everybody is on their own journey. You don't have to rush people to catch up to you, and you also are not obligated to slow down and wait for people to decide how they're going to treat you or what you're going to endure or tolerate. All right? As an adult, you get to define what home is for yourself. As an adult, you also get to define what family is for yourself. And also, you get to realize the difference between tradition, truth, and trauma. It's just information.